Today we are going to turn a viral video that has more than 5 million views into an animation using Adobe Animate. So here is the viral video.
Hi. Did you think you got left? You're okay.
Isn't it so cute? So first we need to upload the video to Adobe Animate for reference. So you go to File, import video, and then we just need to view the video as a reference. So we're going to use the last option, embed h.264, and then we're going to browse and pick the file that we need. So the first step would be to fix the dimensions, because sometimes the video dimensions can be different than what you have for your actual Adobe Animate project. So we're going to also insert some frames, make sure it's as long as we need it to be. So here I am scrubbing the timeline and also fixing how long it is, because you see it's a bit too long out of the actual stage, but that's okay. We're just going to move it up here. You can hit whatever you want there. That doesn't really matter at that point. And then we're just going to move it up, fix all the dimensions there. So our next step is going to be to draw an outline. So we are just simply turning down the transparency of the reference video, so the transparency is lower and we can see through it. And then we added another layer, the sketch layer. And with the sketch layer, we're just going to roughly sketch, because this is just a beginner, so everything's going to be roughly sketched, but it's still going to come out really cool. And so we're sketching the actual fence here in the back. And as you can see, we also sketched the sidewalk floor area, and also sketched some of the green area up for the grass as well, but it's just a rough sketch there. So now we need to make adjustments, because with the video, everything, it wasn't on a tripod, it looks like, so the background moves sometimes. So we're just going to scrub the timeline and move up or down or change the dimensions of it. You can make it smaller, thinner, make it wider with this, and you can see the button that I used on the left side of the tool is selected. And as you can also see, we are also making sure the different layers are locked. That way we are not affecting anything else, like the pig layer, and then there's the sketch background layer and the reference layer. You don't want to change the reference while you are trying to outline the reference. So next it is free draw. And so everything, it will take forever if you just copied everything from the reference, and that's not fun at all. So you can also free draw, fix things up, and just make it your own as well. So now I'm just going through and rewriting it out, just free drawing kind of what it looks like, and also making the grass more grass. So this is to make it look more realistic, like it's following the reference a little bit there. So the next is the transparent lower layer, and this is an easy, quick tip to fill it in, since before it just had a white background. So just use the color that is already there and then put down the transparency. We see here that is 16% transparency. So we just put that at the bottom and we can quickly do that. And so I'm liking what it's looking like with on the left at the top, you're wondering what that is. That is a part of the building. And so this is what it's looking like for the back. Next, we're going to draw the subject. So this subject would be the pig, obviously. And so we're just doing the rough outline as well for the subject and making sure it has its own layer that says pig. So we have the outline here. And then when it gets up close, we see that there's more detail in the actual shape of it. So we're just tracing everything out and outlining the area. And then we move down the actual timeline, and as we're moving down the timeline we are retracing, and we have it on the option that causes it to, every time you trace, it makes it at a 0 point there. So everything disappears. So now we're going to use onion skin, and onion skin is really good because it helps with actually making it easier when you're filling it in without following the timeline or the reference. So since you're not following the reference, this will tell you about where it should be. Of course, you wouldn't draw something way up close when the actual part of it that was before it is way in the back. So we wouldn't jump around the screen unless that's what you're looking for. And so this helps. We put the color as purple for the previous ones and then red. And then we also put the starting opacity and decrease by area here too. So if it's darker, we know that it's more recent. If it's lighter, it's farther behind as well, along with the colors. And this really helped to make this a lot faster. You see, I'm going down and scrubbing, and it tells me exactly where I should draw something here. The tan color would be the last actual, because my subject is tan, that would be the last frame that was written in, the one that you're on right now, the one that you would be changing. And so now we have add details. So now I made it simple details, and so I just used the shape tool for this. The stroke was a bit too big, so we made the stroke a lot smaller at 0 0.1, and then change the different colors and make the eyes here as well. Very simple pig. And that's how we did that. So we put the two circles, we used all the geometrical shapes here. And then we also made them into symbols as well. So here is the final result of this animation. So I'm excited to show you guys what it ended up looking like. Here we go. Isn't it cool? There's so much that could be improved, but it is a beginner animation, and it was done in a very quick amount of time, but it's really nice animation. Please subscribe for more Adobe Animate tutorials and animations. Have a great day, you guys.
Hi. Did you think you got left? You're okay.